Hello there, my sugar apples. Today I decided to do a peachy makeup look while talking a little bit about myself and my story. I thought maybe while I'm doing my makeup, I could tell you a little bit about myself and why I love makeup and art so much. When I think about how I discovered makeup, honestly, there wasn't really one specific moment. I think I just slowly fell in love with it. When I was younger, I was so obsessed with makeup. I could watch my favorite beauty influencers do their makeup over and over again. I just really enjoyed watching how they created different looks and seeing all the colors and products. I thought it was so beautiful and interesting. And I think that was one of the first ways I realized how much I loved being creative. I have always loved art too, especially painting. But if I'm being honest, I grew up in an environment where I wasn't really encouraged to explore my love for art. My parents always wanted me to have what they considered a good and stable job. They imagined me working a regular 8 to 4 job, maybe at a bank, a government office, or somewhere like that. And because I wanted to make them happy, I studied a lot and tried to follow the path they wanted for me. I really tried. I thought that maybe this was just what I was supposed to do. You know, sometimes when you're younger, you don't really question those things. You just believe what the people around you tell you. And whenever we talked about someone around my age choosing to learn something like sewing or work at a beauty salon, I would hear things like, "Oh, what kind of job is that? That's not a good career." So naturally, I never really thought that maybe I could learn makeup or do something like that myself. And at that time, I believed them. I started thinking that maybe those things weren't important enough. Maybe loving makeup or painting wasn't enough to build a life around. So I studied and eventually I started working. But honestly, working at that place was really difficult for me. I know some people might think I'm being dramatic when I say this, but that's genuinely how I felt. Going to work every day and doing something that I didn't enjoy was so hard. It felt like I was spending so much of my time doing something that wasn't really me. And I started realizing that maybe I couldn't live that way forever. I didn't hate working. I just didn't want to spend my whole life doing something that made me feel like I was slowly losing myself. And that's when I started thinking more seriously about the things I'd always loved. I still wanted to paint. I still wanted to learn makeup. I still wanted to create. But when I was younger, I couldn't really afford to buy all the things I wanted. I couldn't just go out and buy lots of makeup products or painting supplies or take classes. Even when I wanted to learn watercolor, I didn't really have the opportunity to do it. But after I started working, even though I didn't like the job very much, at least I could finally buy some of the things I'd wanted for so long. I could buy paints, I could buy brushes, and I could finally start learning watercolor. So I booked a watercolor class online and started learning. I'm definitely not a professional painter. I still have so much to learn, but honestly, I don't really care about being perfect at it. I just love picking out my colors and painting. There's something about painting that makes me completely focus on what I'm doing. For a little while, I don't think about everything else. I don't think about work, I don't think about my problems. I just look at the colors and the paper and enjoy the moment. And I think that's what I love about creative things. They give my mind somewhere peaceful to go. And that's also one of the reasons why I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I don't know where this YouTube journey is going to take me. Maybe it will become something big, maybe it won't. I really don't know. But I genuinely enjoy making videos. I enjoy thinking about what I want to film, making the video, editing it, and then finally seeing the finished result. And if something I make can even be helpful to one person, that would make me really happy. Maybe someone watches one of my videos and feels inspired to try something they've always wanted to try. Maybe someone watches it when they just need a little escape, and for a few minutes it makes them feel a little better. I think that would be enough for me. And you know, YouTube is also helping me in another way. I'm trying to improve my English. English isn't my first language, so sometimes I know I make mistakes or I don't know exactly how to express what I'm thinking. Sometimes I know what I want to say in my head, but when I try to say it in English, it doesn't come out exactly the way I imagined. But I'm trying, and I think that's okay. I don't want to wait until my English is perfect before I start making videos. Because if I waited until I was perfect at everything, I probably wouldn't start anything. And I think that's something I've been learning recently. You don't have to wait until you're perfect to start something. You can start while you're still learning. You can be bad at something in the beginning. You can make mistakes. You can change your mind. You can start again. And I think that's what I'm trying to do with my life now too. I'm still trying to find my own way. I know I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 29 and sometimes that makes me feel like I should already know exactly what I'm doing with my life. Sometimes I think, shouldn't I have figured this out already? But then I remind myself that there isn't really an age when you're supposed to have everything figured out. Everyone has their own journey, and I don't want my age to stop me from trying to find what I really want. I don't want to spend years doing something just because someone else thinks it's the right thing for me. I want to give myself a chance. Maybe makeup will become something more for me. Maybe painting will. Maybe YouTube will. Maybe I'll discover something completely different in the future. I honestly don't know. I just want to explore. I want to learn. I want to create. And I want to see what happens if I actually give myself permission to do the things I love. So if you're watching this and you're also in a situation where everything feels difficult right now, please don't give up on yourself. And please try to be kind to yourself and your own journey. I know that probably sounds a little cliche and maybe you've heard it 1,000 times before. But there is only one you in this entire world. There will never be another person exactly like you. And I really believe you deserve to experience happiness, love, and abundance. You deserve to find the things that make you feel alive, even if it takes time, even if you're starting later than you thought you would, and even if you don't know exactly where you're going yet. You are still allowed to try. You're still allowed to change your mind. You're still allowed to start something new. And honestly, I think that's what I'm trying to do too. I'm just trying to find my way. I'm trying to enjoy the things that make me happy. I'm trying to create instead of just thinking about creating. And maybe this little YouTube video is one small step toward that. Okay, I guess I've talked quite a lot now. And we're finally at the end of the makeup. So this is the final look. I think the peachy makeup turned out pretty cute. And I really love how soft and fresh it looks. I hope you enjoyed spending these few minutes with me, and I hope you enjoyed listening to a little bit of my story. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're also trying to find your own path, I hope you remember that you don't have to have everything figured out right now. Just keep going, keep learning, and be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!